Hey, it's Magnus here, and today's video is a little bit different. It is now around dark. Gotta let this auto adjusts. So it's around 7:30 at night. So this isn't a normal video. I'm not going to be doing workshop stuff and milling stuff like I've been doing recently. I'm just going to answer questions from the last day or so from YouTube comments, and that's pretty much what this video is going to be about. If that's not your thing, fair enough. I'll probably catch you tomorrow or the day after, where I'll be back to sort of the milling thing and the new workshop. But for now, questions. Do you live in Australia? No, I live in New Zealand. Where do you get your quotes from? They're excellent and intriguing. I'm assuming you mean the quotes at the end of the videos. I always do a quote at the end of the video. I just scour around. Some of them I know already. I really love quotes, and just a few things, books, internet, things I know, basically. Well, now can you start selling already? I'm assuming that's referring to the fact I have a milling machine now, and referring to the spinners, which I've said I've been going to be making for the next few weeks, and I've said that for like 5 or 6 weeks now. The new milling machine really doesn't have anything to do with me sort of making spinners for sale. I work with a machinist. He's got two CNC machines, Japanese ones, that and that's where they're going to be produced. Making spinners for sale on this mill that I've just bought, this new sort of semi-manual, semi-CNC mill, is not going to happen for 3 reasons. One, I don't know anything about milling. I've just started. I've just managed to mill a little hole in aluminium. That's the limits of my ability right now. 2, it would be hugely inefficient because I've got a lot of people interested in spinners, and I will have to make hundreds of them, and I just don't think it's efficient on this machine. And also, I'm fully set up with my machinist. I work with him. He can do things that I just can't do with CNC milling machines, and just throughput and things like that. So that sounded like 2 things actually. Anyway, those are the reasons why nothing's really going to happen with this new milling machine. I will be prototyping spinners on it. I will be showing you the process. I will be developing spinner prototypes on it and loads of other stuff, but nothing in terms of production. That's going to happen with my machinist, and that will be starting next week. I know I've been saying lots of weeks and all that, but next week it will be starting because I discussed that with my machinist yesterday. Oh, and I don't mean they'll be for sale next week, but the development will be starting, which shouldn't take too long because I've sort of done so much developing on my own. But the prototypes I think should be ready next week, and I'm not sure how soon after I'll have them sort of ready for sale. I'll just keep you updated with that. Magnus, what's your everyday carry? Now, just in case there's someone watching this and you don't know what everyday carry is, it's basically what you carry with you every day. So my everyday carry is an iPhone. I also have, see what's in here, pile of cash, and a wallet with my cards in it. Now this is just a card wallet. This is made by Eric Moon, guy I know from Kickstarter. He's made this really amazing wallet. It's titanium, but it's grade 2 titanium. Sorry if it's bits of dirt and dust in there. This is my everyday wallet. So it's probably got a bit of pocket fluff in there, inevitable. So my apologies for that. I would have used grade 5, but grade 2 works really well, and so I can see why he did it. It's easier to machine, that kind of thing. I've had the aluminium version of this, and this titanium one is twice the price, and it's well worth getting that. I'm using this because I've not yet made my own wallet, but I can say this is a very, very good wallet. My other everyday carry is a knife, but I don't have that with me just now because it's just a quick trip into the workshop this evening. And my keys. So this is my sort of setup here. This is the hang key, which is a product I make, and this hangs on the edge of your pocket to sort of suspend your key so it doesn't make a hole in your pocket or scratch your iPhone or whatever. I carry my keys in the same pocket as my iPhone, and my iPhone is scratchless. There's no scratches on it anywhere, and that's with carrying these bunch of keys in the same pocket all day, every day, for months on end. In fact, more than months. A year or two now, I think. The other little things on this, these are hookup clips. These I make and sell, and this allows you to sort of clip your keys on and off. So if I want to lend someone the car, I say, hey, here you go, have that car key, and to put it back on. These are all available from my website, shameless self-promotion, of course. Why not? It's my channel, my videos. And this split ring, I have to mention this, it's a very good split ring. Made by a fellow Kickstarter friend, Sonny. He makes unbelievable stuff. It's titanium, it's very good. I think you can still buy it, but it's like $20 US or something. But to my mind, more than worth it. And in fact, I think I bought 2 or 3 of them when I bought it. You know, one I gave away and just kept another one as a spare. And that's pretty much my my everyday carry. Are you saying conversational or conventional? This is regard to the new milling machine I bought. Conversational, as in like having a conversation. The reason for that is that the interface is very usable, and they claim it to be like, or you know, the technology is like, oh, it's like having a conversation with the milling machine. It's not difficult 3D CAD design, and it's not hard coding. It's like do this and do that, and you know, it's you know, just pushing the buttons for you, kind of what you want it to do. And yes, so it's conversational. What are milling bits made of, and how often do you have to change them? I'm really not the person to answer this, but usually they're made from 2 different things. Either high-speed steel, which I'm assuming is steel designed and hardened for high speed, or that's my assumption, and carbide. Carbide is, I think, it's a little bit more brittle, but you know, cuts faster. I mean, pretty much everyone cuts with carbide. I think just some people use high-speed steel, I think, for softer materials, but that might not be quite right. What was the other part of the question? How often do you have to change them? You could have a simple end mill that's not doing much work, and it's doing soft stuff like aluminium, and you could do hundreds and hundreds of the same little thing with it, maybe hours of cutting. You know, could be that much. But then you could be, you know, milling titanium and really, you know, being hard on the tool, and you need to have the accuracy. So maybe you throw the tool away after every little sort of job it's done. You know, but like I said, I'm definitely not the best person to answer that. Why don't you just buy an enclosure for the mill? It would keep everything self-contained and protect you from debris. That's by Ray Schrantz. Great idea, and that is probably what I'll be doing. I just have to sort of figure out how I can keep filming as well. Like, I do want to enclose it, but I want to sort of be able to film, and so I almost certainly will do something like that. Yeah, just kind of figuring that one out just now. There's one more question which I can't find on here, but I've had it from 2 people kind of in the last couple of days, and that was like, one person said, why did you buy that particular mill? And the other person said, why didn't you buy a Haas mill? I think you pronounce it Haas, H-A-A-S, which is an American-made mill. Now, the mill I bought is a Taiwanese-made mill, and it's a bed mill. It can be done manually, but it's got you know, servo motors on it and a Centroid conversational controller. The Haas mill is like a full CNC mill. It's enclosed. What I've bought is basically a manual mill with conversational ability. It can do CNC stuff, but I never kind of really bought it so much for that. I bought it sort of to be a bit open. It's not going to do any production work. There's no plan for that. It's just, you know, easy to access, easy to get up and running with, which is a conversational thing. And, you know, price was an issue, that's for sure. And from what I can tell, even though it's Taiwanese made, Taiwan is certainly a hell of a lot better than stuff that's made in China of this type. On average, I'm not talking about specific companies, but that's just from everything I've learned and read and sort of seen and talked with people, that's the general consensus. So that type of open machine, almost none are made outside China or Taiwan now. It's just the way it is. I think there might be one that's made in America and another where the head is made in America, but the rest of it is made in Taiwan. But I think on their website they don't really tell you that. But nevertheless, like, for a manual mill, of this style, it's a bed mill that's got, you know, conversational control. It's probably the best one I could buy. As far as I could tell, it's the best one of that type. Now, I think what you're saying with the Haas mill CNC is it's not much more expensive than what I paid, and that's probably right for the basic version. I think when you add a few add-ons, because I think there's upgrades, from what I can tell, the upgrades on the Haas, you know, they sort of charge quite a lot, and it kind of gets a bit more expensive. But even for the basic mill, I still think it's quite well priced. However, for a CNC, I wouldn't go for a Haas because it's somewhat at the lower end. If I was going to go for a CNC, I would go for a full-on Japanese, possibly like German or Swiss, but almost certainly Japanese machine, like a Makino or something like that. I'm quite keen on Makino, and you know, there's a few others. I think OKK make pretty hardcore ones as well. Right, if you have any more questions, put them below. I will try and answer them. And again, if I don't answer your question, you can put it in the next comment in the next video, and the next video, and the next video. The chances are, when I see comments over and over and over, I'm just like, right, let's just get this out of the way. That's the truth. But you know, you obviously want to know, so I'll try and do it, because you know, a lot of questions in the comments I just skip past. I will leave you with a quote. It is by Seneca, and he said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body."